Calm down.
Why are you calm down, bro? Why are you arresting me? Calm down. What are you waiting about, bro? What are you looking at?
Arrested him, and they don't know if offences have been committed. That seems a bit strange. Ask him what you're detained for.
What are you doing, bro?
Ask him what you're detained for, please.
Okay, so he's suspected of committing an offence in the road, and then I've seen that he's been pushing back at officers. Looks like he's been assaulting police. At this moment in time, he's detained whilst we obtain his details. Okay,
cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
You believe in your country. You believe in the sacred right to speak your mind. On a public street, with a flag in your hand, you carry forward the freedom for which generations before you fought and died. You are calm. You are passionate. You are a patriot. But then, everything changes. Not by the voice of a fellow citizen, but by the presence of law. Officers step forward. A polite request sharpens into a firm command. A hand grips your shoulder. And in an instant, your world is flipped upside down. The freedom you thought you were exercising has now placed you in handcuffs. You are under arrest.
Calm down.
Why are you calm down, bro? Why are you arresting me? Calm down. What are you waiting about, bro? What are you looking at? Let's walk away, so do not wrong. What are you doing? I have to get I've done no wrong. Let's bring him over here. What you arresting me for? What you arresting me for?
The charge, assaulting a police officer. But you know the truth. No punch was thrown, no hand was raised, not even a voice was lifted. So why are you in handcuffs? And what comes next? This isn't fiction. This isn't theory. It's a real case that unfolded on the streets of Britain, a case that carries a powerful lesson for anyone who values their freedom. Today, we break it down, what happened, why it happened, and most importantly, what every citizen must understand to protect themselves when standing on the wrong side of that thin blue line.
Come over here, speak to me.
I'm not doing no. I was just stood there, bro.
Yeah, no, get it right.
I was just walking past.
I need to speak with my colleague and whatever else to make sure that no offences have been committed.
They arrested him, and they don't know if offences have been committed. That seems a bit strange.
Let's get your details. Go from there, okay? You okay with that?
Our story begins with a man. Let's call him John. He joins others in protest, standing for his country. He isn't shouting, he isn't rioting, he is simply exercising his right to free expression. Then the police arrive. They instruct him to leave his spot. John agrees. He starts to move. But in that moment, the situation shifts. Officers place their hands on him. From their side, they are simply escorting him away. From his side, he is being forced against his will. Instinct takes over. His body tenses. He pulls back, not to fight, but as a reflex to being physically handled. Yet in the eyes of the law, that reflex is everything. A single moment of resistance becomes the trigger. More officers close in. What was minor hesitation is now seen as defiance. John is dragged down, pinned to the ground, and swiftly cuffed. Confused, he asks the question anyone in his position would: why am I being arrested? The reply is cold, decisive, and final, for assaulting a police officer.
Ask him what you're detained for.
What are you doing, bro?
Ask him what you're detained for, please.
Okay, so he's suspected of committing an offence in the road, and then I've seen that he's been pushing back at officers. Looks like he's been assaulting police. At this moment in time, he's detained whilst we obtain his details. Okay,
cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
It's alright, bro.
We'll let you give your details, mate, and then we'll pop back. He's giving his details.
No, that's fine. We just speaking to him in private. That's why there's no crowd. I'll speak to my cop. Yeah. No, that's fine. Let's get his details. We'll get back out whilst it's cheating.
Under UK law, an assault does not require injury. It doesn't even require significant force. It rests on two key principles: assault, the act of causing someone to fear they are about to face immediate unlawful violence. A raised fist, a sudden lunge, even a verbal threat may be enough. Battery, the physical application of unlawful force. And here lies the critical detail: that force can be minimal. An unwanted touch, a shove, a push, even spitting. Pain or injury is not required, so when John instinctively tensed up, when he pulled back against the officer's grip, that muscular resistance itself became force. In strict legal terms, that was battery. And from that standpoint, it was enough to justify his arrest for assaulting an officer in the execution of duty. It feels unfair. It feels excessive. But in the eyes of the law, this is sufficient.
He's giving details,
What is that, section 50?
We don't know, because he said he's suspected of committing offences in the road, so blocking the highway somehow, I don't know. But then so they're trying to pull him out of the road, which sounds like to me. They're trying to pull him out of the road, and then he kicked off. Yeah, and then they're talking about assault police. But I don't think that'll go that far.
That was fucking mental, that wasn't it?
He just erupted out of nowhere, having the right fight, chat with someone who just went crazy.
Side over there. Sorry, I'm running.
Went mental, didn't it?
Too much. This police should have got to work first, so they had plenty of time to just calm her down and bring her away.
See you soon before I
No, we won't be.
Blue lights here.
Details. They might just put him off. Tell him to go leave the area.
This leads us to the second, and perhaps the most dangerous legal trap: resisting arrest. The simple truth is this: don't. If an officer decides to arrest you, and they have even the thinnest lawful basis, such as the technical grounds we've just discussed, then any physical resistance instantly becomes a separate criminal offense. By struggling, you don't protect yourself, you strengthen their case against you. Police in the UK also hold powers under common law to prevent a breach of the peace. This authority is broad. If an officer believes your actions, or even your presence, might cause disturbance or lead to violence, they can act. That action may be as simple as asking you to move, or as serious as placing you under arrest. So, when officers laid their hands on John, they may well have believed they were preventing a breach of the peace. But the moment John resisted, however slightly, he gave them the legal grounds for an assault charge. One reaction sets off another. A domino effect that begins with a single, seemingly minor, act of resistance. Back to our story. John is now under arrest. The situation appears grim. But then, something unexpected happens. A group of citizens who witnessed the scene step forward. They are calm, but resolute. They confront the officers, not with violence, but with their voices. They state clearly what they saw, that John did not assault anyone. Their presence changes everything. Their eyes become witnesses. Their phones become evidence. And in that moment, the balance shifts. The officers now stand not just before John, but before the scrutiny of the public.
So, just listen to what we've got. Okay, so obviously we'll explain what you were detained for, being my colleagues obviously just
drunken disorder.
Yes, so we're obviously releasing you now.
I know you're releasing.
I just need to explain a couple of bits, okay? So obviously if you go back up there and you start engaging in activity like that again, then we will have to arrest you. But we're giving you the benefit of the doubt. We're going to give you a warning, okay? If you're saying you're going to get drunk, we're going to go get a tin, and then you're coming off after. Alright, go on then. Oh, well, I'll come with you. So,
He's de-arrested now. Let him go.
Well, not we. Give him a warning.
You take him out.
An arrest that only moments ago appeared straightforward is now uncertain. What began as routine has become a public spectacle. After tense minutes of back and forth, the officers make their choice. The cuffs come off. John is released. This time, John was fortunate. But we must ask, what if that crowd had not stepped forward? Their intervention likely spared him an ordeal that could have changed his life. Their voices shifted the balance of evidence. Their presence held power through public accountability. John's story is both a warning and a source of strength. It reminds us that knowing the law is not optional, it is essential. It is your shield. The line between maintaining order and overstepping authority is razor thin. The police carry great responsibility, but their power is not absolute. John's arrest came from a legal technicality, from a moment that spiraled beyond control. His release came from something just as powerful, the solidarity of ordinary citizens. Oh, remember, know your rights, understand the rules, and stand together. Because sometimes, the strength of community is the greatest safeguard of freedom.